is.
Should be out soon, so.
1 second. 1 second. Got a little remote thingy. Can you pass me the remote thingy? Not that one, that, oh, over one more. That's. Yeah. I know. Everything's popping up now all at once.
Good.
Yep. Pretty good.
Okay. Good evening, the Red Bank zoning board of adjustment come to order this 20th day of November. The time is 6:40. Roll call, please.
Ann Torrey,
Here.
Ray Mass,
Here.
Eileen Hogan,
Here.
Ben Euro.
Here.
Sharon Lee,
Here.
Vincent Light,
Here.
Paul Cagnon,
Here.
Anna Cruz,
Here.
Amanda Califano absent. Eugene Horowitz
Here.
and Chris Havens.
Here. Adequate notice of this meeting has been posted at Borough Hall, filed with the Borough Clerk and mailed to the Asbury Park Press and Two River Times. This meeting is being tape recorded, and in the event the applicant uses service of a court reporter to transcribe the tapes, the board requires a copy of the transcript. We will break it around 8 p.m. for deliberation of testimony heard thus far in the conference room on the first floor. Public is invited to attend. However, discussion between board members and the public is not permitted at that time. No new cases will be heard after 9 p.m. Red Bank Zoning Board of Adjustment has maintained a policy cutoff hour of 9:30 p.m. for its hearings. Any applicant not heard this evening will be carried over to the next scheduled meeting. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. We have some administrative matters to take care of. Meeting minutes, regular meeting minutes, October 16th, 2025.
I'll move that we accept those.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye. Okay, executive session meeting minutes, October 16th, 2025. Somebody make a motion to approve? I will.
I'll say.
Okay,
And second.
all in favor?
Aye. And then we have a resolution of approval for 134 Layton Avenue. Mr. Kennedy.
Sure, and I apologize for sending that resolution late. That was an approval for construction of a deck and basically installation of a 3-foot wide walkway. And the conditions of note were that the proposal is not going to compromise the functionality of any existing parking spaces at the site. They're going to have the railings. The existing driveway shall remain in its current condition, shape, location. They're going to maintain the existing buffer at the site with reasonable clearance for the sidewalk. They're not going to remove any landscaping in connection with the proposal, but obviously trimming and pruning is appropriate, and they're going to get all the necessary approvals. And I forgot to add compliance with Shauna's memo, which I think I can close most of this stuff, but we'll just add that. So if the board is acceptable to that, we can adopt that as modified.
Okay, somebody like to make a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Ann Torrey,
Yes.
Ray Mass.
Yes.
Eileen Hogan,
Yes.
Ben Euro,
Yes.
Sharon abstain, you weren't here.
Same.
Yep.
I knew I wasn't here.
Vincent Light,
Yes.
Paul Cagnon,
Yes.
and Anna Cruz.
Yes.
Okay, new business, 240 Shrewsbury Avenue is being carried to another meeting. Mr. Kennedy.
Sure, Mr. Chairman, I spoke, well, first up, let me do this. At the request of Ed McKenna, the applicant's attorney, they're asking for an adjournment, and this just came up at roughly 4:45 today because of some items on their end. So what I would like to do is first ask if there's any comments or concerns with the notice, and then we'll accept the notice, and then we'll adjourn this to a date certain. Mr. McKenna has consented to extend the time frame within which we have to act. And he also asked that under the circumstances, we adjourn without the need for any further notice. But before we get to that, is there anyone here who had any questions or comments or concerns regarding the sufficiency of the legal notice they received? I don't see any. The board secretary and I reviewed the notice and found everything to be in order. So it'd be my humble opinion that we have jurisdiction to proceed. And Shauna, when I was speaking with Mr. McKenna at roughly 4:45 today, he did say a January meeting date would be fine because he thought the December might be tight for scheduling wise, agenda wise.
So the only date that's scheduled is the reorg meeting, which is January 15th.
Okay, so should we tell him January 15th?
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Chairman, if it's acceptable to the board, we would carry this meeting to January 5th, I'm sorry, carry this application, the Incredible Oz application to January 15th, 2026, 6:30 PM, without the need for further public notice, if that is the board's feeling.
Do you think we need to get public notice, seeing that it's 2 months and into next year?
I would defer to the board.
I kind of think,
When was their last notice?
This is I think this was,
Yeah, they did a notice for this meeting.
It's a pretty big application.
yeah, I do notice.
What is the regulation?
One thing, but this is a pretty big application.
And there's plenty of time, so it's not under a rush.
Okay.
What's the regulation from how many feet from the back of that lot? That lot is on the block that I own.
oh, it's within 200 feet of,
I did not get a notice. I'm definitely within 200 feet of the back of that lot.
okay,
Because once you go back there, there's 1, 2, I think I'm the third house from the back of the lot.
all right, so we'll check that out, and I would, under the circumstance, I would respectfully suggest that you just recuse yourself.
I would anyway, but
Okay,
because I'm on the block, but I don't think they noticed it properly.
okay,
Neighbors didn't ask me about anything that are closer. So
okay,
I didn't get a notice. I'm definitely 200 feet from the back of that lot.
I'll check the notice and let you know tomorrow.
We've had issues in the past where we have residents that have not received notice, but I guess from our regulations, all that's required is that the applicant send out the
Yeah.
notice.
to the correct address,
Correct.
yes.
So given that, given that the next possible meeting is 2 months away, I would recommend
Okay,
be noticing.
Yes.
Yes.
so then if that's the call, what we'll do is we'll have a motion to carry the Incredible Oz application to January 15th, 2026, 6:30 PM with new notice provided.
I'll make a motion.
Second,
Ann Torrey,
yes.
Ray Mass.
Yes.
Eileen,
Yes.
Ben Euro,
Yes.
Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Vincent Light,
Yes,
Paul Tiago.
Yes.
Okay, do we have any public comments on non-agenda items? I don't see any.
Mr. Chairman, can I just say one other real quick thing? I wanted to bring something up. I'm on some type of New Jersey planning officials website. And there's always sending emails back and forth to the attorney saying, hey, have you ever heard of a situation like this? Or what would you do here? I never respond. I still don't respond, but something came up that caught my eye, and it said that there was a couple of incidents where, well, we start with the premise that the applicant pays escrow to pay the board attorney and board engineer. So when I bill the town, I bill the town, but the town pays me with the applicant's money. And that's what the escrow is for. It's different for a borough project or something like that, or litigation. But there's been a lot of incidents where there's been some hacking going on, computer hacking. And as we as society become more and more open with more and more things, personal things on the agendas, so the hackers are getting a little bit more sophisticated and they're sending letters to the applicant saying, I know you submitted an application to build an addition at your house at 123 Main Street, and you need to submit your application fee and escrow fee, and you need to wire it to the borough account at this wire address, which is a fake address, a third-party address. And it's been happening a lot, and just within like the couple of days that I've seen it, I keep getting more and more emails saying, hey, it happened to me too, it happened to me too. And then one of my other Monmouth County towns had a similar issue. So obviously, it's gonna continue to happen until it doesn't work. And most of the time, you don't learn about it until it comes to light or the person finds out. And human nature being what it is, whoever does get scammed is going to be upset, understandably, and sometimes look to, hey, is this the borough's fault or it's the zoning board fault? And it's not. But I think the next step is going to be, well, have you done anything, or could you have done more? So what I would suggest, and what appears to be the common suggestion amongst the people on this chain, is that we maybe just put together a one-page application addendum that sort of says, hey, be aware of this fraudulent behavior that's out there, and just know that we in the Borough of Red Bank are not going to ask, and we will not accept wire transfers. We're going to get the good old fashioned checks being hand delivered or mailed to you. So if you, applicant, do receive, this, recognize it's a scam, and we'll call the board secretary. And so it's just one thing to do and because I'm told that, in the old days, the scams they would spell, Red Bank as one word, or, and there'd be like some clearly erroneous part about it. And it's becoming more and more sophisticated. So if you're okay, and again, Shauna can run it up the borough flagpole as well, but maybe we just put that one-page announcement out there that at least will put the people, our residents, on notice that, hey, be careful about that, and maybe it'll help minimize the possibility.
Good idea.
What does the paperwork for an application look like today, Shauna?
It asks for your tax, so a W-9 is attached to it, disclosure form. There's a form for to set up the escrow from the bank.
Emails, phone numbers.
Phone numbers, all of that.
So the paperwork that you give them, is it possible just to put in a paragraph or a few?
So that's what Kevin's saying, that we'll attach that onto it for them to read. And it's the instructions on how this whole thing works, so with the boards and submitting notices and everything.
Great.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay,
Good idea.
motion to adjourn.
Actually, Shauna, did you want to go back in executive session or no?
Yeah, let's go back to exec, because I don't think we
Okay.
finished the
That's your-
conversation.
Okay.
Okay,
So if it's the pleasure of the board, we would have a motion to go into executive session for the purposes of discussing potential litigation matters, including the Outfront Media litigation case. And in accordance with New Jersey law, minutes will be kept and made available to the public when the need for confidentiality no longer exists. Okay.
I'll make a motion that we go into executive session.
I'll second.
And then time is 6:50.
And the record, I was incorrect. I'm looking at Google Maps. I don't think I am 200 feet from.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Here, Shauna, or do we?
Yeah, we can.
have-
Stay here.
Stop the recording.
Can wait a few minutes. Okay, thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Record. All right, Mr. Chairman, we are back from executive session, and per New Jersey law, minutes will be kept and made available to the public when the need for confidentiality no longer exists. Now you're up.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.